5.0 patch has introduced a new PVE system called the Multiverse Hunt. Although, I don't know what's so multi about this, but anyway, you can access it from the challenge mode, and before you do anything, look at this. This menu contains all the weapons you can use in this mode. Whichever weapon you choose, you must have that weapon on the team when doing the challenge. Just before we enter the challenge, couple of things to remember. The boss has infinite HP. It's not a bug, don't be alarmed. Just whack it with whatever you got because your total damage will be recorded. You can use buffs like Mia, Wine, and Cosmic System buffs all take effect in the challenge. Bosses have weakness to your elements in there. Yes, including Altered, my F2P kings. Let's do a quick walkthrough before I go to the other parts. Once entering, you have 3 options when you trigger the portal. First option, you need Unite Light tickets, which I'll explain later. Oh, and if you want to use this Unite Light ticket, you have to use a Revival Light ticket to get 1 score first, otherwise it doesn't let you proceed. Second option, you don't use any tickets. This mode is good for you to practice on the boss before you start your challenge. The only complaint I have is, there is no reset button, so you gotta wait for the time to end if you want to challenge again. Third option would be using the free Revival Light tickets you have. Once using it, you get 750 Smith Light coins and your challenge begins. It's a 2-minute 30-second battle against the boss. The boss will change every week, so make sure you understand the boss mechanics and weaknesses in order to secure more points. Back to the menu, Unite Light tickets can be bought from the cash shop for 100 DC per ticket, with a weekly limit of 3, so 3 times you get to use this. How does it work? Let's take a look at the rankings. Notice there's a bracket beside the score. Every time you use a Unite Light ticket, that score adds on to the Revival Light base score you already did. Example, I had 8 gig with Revival Light. Unite Light adds another 8 gig for a total of 16 gig. This whale here used 3 tickets on top of his Revival Light score to gain a total of 20.56 gig. Pretty straightforward. Wouldn't recommend using DC unless you really want to push for a certain ranking. It's up to you. Wondering what's in store for you? You'll need Smith Light tokens to purchase the items from this shop, and every Revival Light ticket gives you 750 tokens. So 4 times 750, you'd get 3000 tokens if you use all the tickets each week. Now, 3000 may not be enough if you want to buy more stuff, so how do you increase that? Depending on what rank you get for the week, you'll earn additional tokens. 1 to 10 gets 3000, 11 to 100 gets 2000, and 101 to 300 gets 1000. You'll receive a mail that looks something like this from the system. It's recommended you purchase the Zero Clusters and Augment materials that have a weekly limit. Other items, up to you, yeah? Now that you know the basics of it, how do you efficiently farm this mode? If you're not looking to compete with rankings, you can select one of the unpopular characters of your element. For example, if you have Void Piercer and Claudia Stormeye for Fizz, choose a Fizz character that isn't so competitive. Example, Bailing, and put some background matrices for her. When you challenge the boss, you don't need to switch to Bailing. She's just a glorified stat stick for you, but you do need her on the team, else you can't score. Just use Void and Claudia to do the bulk of the damage. Easy enough. If you are someone that does want to chase ranks for the title and all, then by all means use your strongest team and get your best score through the test mode. When you're satisfied, you can then use your ticket and do your best for the score. Gentle reminder, once you start with Revival Light or Unite Light, it will consume 1 ticket, so be careful when you do that. If you look at the rankings, the popular weapons will be dominated by a lot of whales with their giga scores, and the less popular weapons maybe lesser. Proceed at your own risk, my friends. Oh, and on top of that, you can see the active rankings and scores you have participated in. For example, I have Greyfox and Roslyn because I used my ticket on those 2 weapons, only for the weapons you have recorded scores with. Here's a summary of the rewards. If you maximize your earnings, this is what you can get. 3000 tokens from those Revival Light tickets, 3000 tokens from rank 1 to 100, 6000 tokens in total. should be able to exchange those weekly limit items with ease, and if you're into headgears and accessories, you'll be able to exchange one every 2 weeks. Way better than that PvP points store shit. Also, if you are ranked 1 to 100 in any of the weapons, you'll unlock the special Simulacra accessories. Go to the Simulacra page, click on this pendant icon, and then you can see the Multiverse Array accessory. You need to use that Simulacra in order to equip the accessory. Here's how it looks. Pretty good! Oh, and speaking about rankings, we got titles too. The top 3 ranks will receive the Astra Luna title with a T1 to T3 adjacent to it, which looks like this. Cools! Rank 11 to 100 will get Rising Star, and ranks 101 to 300 will receive Veteran Hunter. All these titles are available for 7 days only, similar to those weekly raid titles. And that's it! All in all, this is a fun system that's slightly more rewarding and good for accessory farming. Happy hunting guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.